Howdy, y'all. My name is Price, and welcome back to some more Blueprints. Okay, y'all. I've solved some things. I'm pretty sure so this was a journey, okay? This was a journey, what I went on. So last time I was running y'all through a whole bunch of ideas that I had for maybe ways of solving the puzzles. Y'all were kind enough to kind of, once again, I've been able to do a good job of avoiding kind of flat out spoilery stuff, but being able to take y'all's really helpful vague hints in there to basically tell me, okay, you've got the info you need. You don't need to go find some other thing. Don't overthink it. You can work this one out. All right. Like it's within the space of you just need to do it. So I thought I would go ahead and I would do one of the early ideas that I had, which, if you do escape rooms or you do any kind of logic puzzles or anything like that, is you replace numbers with letters corresponding to their position within the alphabet, right? So A equals 1, Z equals 26, that kind of thing, right? So I went and I did that. I translated all the words into those sets of numbers. And then I was like, okay, let's maybe try doing the core math on this stuff. And I was getting nothing. I was getting absolutely nothing. I was banging my head. I was trying so many different things. So finally, I go and I'm like trying to figure out, how do I do this core math? Because I've been struggling with it the whole time. So I was like, all right, I'm going to figure out how do I do this core math. And luckily all the kinds of wiki stuff and everything out there, they do a good job of not having spoilers. So I was able to just find a bunch of people talking about how does this work? Just tell me how to do the math. And some glorious, wonderful human being created a calculator so you can put the numbers in and it will do the math for you and give you the answer on the other side. Because I'm telling you, I set this thing up in Excel in a number of different ways and it never gave me quite the right information. So I went and I used this tool in order to do what I just described, take every letter of every word, translate it into a number, maintain those numbers in their sequence, and then utilize those as cores or as components to the cipher to determine the core. And then what I realized was I was then able to retranslate those numbers back into a singular letter because they all ended up happening to fall under that space, which kind of, once I started the process, it kind of figured yeah, that's where this is going to lead, right? So with that in mind, let me go ahead and let me show y'all everything. Hold on. So here is the core calculator. All right. And what you can see that I have over here is I've got all of the different words that were on there. This is the order that they're in if you went left to right. And then top to bottom. And these are the letters that correspond with the cores that I got out of those combinations of numbers. And those correspond to these letters, which then correspond to the phrase still water tints blank books. Now you'll see something weird over here, okay? And this is one of those situations where I am so glad that I went and found this tool before I got this deep into doing these calculations, because we're going to do this one here, right? I'm going to show you, I'll give you all an example. Here's an example. I mean, you can see this one right here. I just did this one, but the top one right there, the pigs, right? So P is the 16th number. You can see I put a thing on the left-hand side where you can see all that stuff. So we got the 16th, the 9th, the 7th, and the 19th letters, right? So if I go 16 space 9 space 7 space 19, boom. There you go. It shows you the exact equation that it's carrying out, and it's giving you the core that comes from the end of that equation. Beautiful. Does it for you. Thank goodness. And what's really interesting is when you do the one for heat, which is 8, 5, 1, and 20, you get this. You get this very helpful bit of information that would have had me absolutely falling to pieces if I didn't have this info, which is that the answer is supposed to be, for the game, 20. All right? The game wants it to be 20. And that is one answer to it, but there's actually a second answer that is actually lower, which would be the core, which is 12. And it apparently comes with how you calculate it, whether or not you do it like digitally versus if you do it manually or something. But essentially, I likely would have ended up with still Waller tints blank books, and that would have been really confusing to me. I think I would have been able to power past it. But it would have been very harmful. So I'm glad that I found this tool when I did. So anyway, awesome thing that this person created. Super happy about that. Now, let's jump back into the game. And let me tell you about the rest of what I'm thinking. Let's see if we get the trading post, because that'd be pretty great. I know I got it last time, though, so no, but we'll grab the tool shed. Okay, so here's my thinking. Still water tints blank books, all right? Here's where, a whole bunch of different things, different moments that we've experienced and that, like, y'all have given me in comments throughout forever that are kind of coalescing together that I think tell me what I'm doing, okay? So, blank books. Where are the blank books? They're in the library. How do we know they're in the library? Well, one of y'all forever ago told me that, hey, those things are going to be important. And I couldn't figure out what I could do with those. But they're there. They're blank books, right? It's got to be those, okay? So then how can I use still water to tint it? And I was like, okay, if still water tints blank books, where can I even get still water? Where can I even get water to get to the books? I was like, the watering can. Maybe I can get the watering can and I can use that to get water from, onto the books, right? So I'm like, okay, I want to try that. And then a bunch of y'all last couple of episodes had told me that I need to, like, pay more attention to the exterior rooms, and like I should pay more attention to like the trading posts and stuff. And it sort of clicked with me that maybe if regular water from the watering can doesn't do it, because that might be something you might stumble across. Can I get water from the still? Because that would be still water. If that's the case, my brain has grown 10,000 times this day, because I was sitting on the couch right before recording this. I was trying to think through, like, what could the solutions be? I had already kind of been like, okay, water, probably the watering can, something like that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, still water. What's still water, right? Do I need to maybe do something at the well? Do I need to do something like that? And maybe it could be something like that, too. Maybe I need to get well water. But the word specifically still is like just like burrowed into my brain right now. Just burrowed right into my brain. Anyway, so as far as our goals, since I didn't get the trading post, I won't be able to get quote unquote still water. But if I can get the watering can, that might be something worth putting in the coat check. If I'm thinking about it. But either way, pulling the library and trying to get those books wet. Well, we're not going hard on getting the dead end one, am I, today? I don't think so. We're gonna... I will come up here and do this, but I'm gonna start trying to go up from the middle, not from the outside here. We'll see. We'll see what kinds of dead ends I can get. I'm going to do just a run. We'll see how it goes. Slight goal of dead ending, but, I don't want to go too hard on it. Give me things. These can help me with the decisions that I'm making. 20's a lot. I've got one with the tool shed. We've got one. Let's come up from below. Coat check is a dead end. It's like, it'd be really nice to have. Feels a little early to be going ahead and dead ending, but maybe I can make something of it. We'll just do it. Let's just see kind of how things go. It's not a huge deal. I'll go ahead and grab you. That way I am just saving these gems for, you know, hopefully I pull a study, like, real fast. Then I can get the rerolls going. Okay, we will use the den. And now I'm going to try my best to do dead ends on the sides and then go up this way, kind of hallway-ish. So I can use gems for rotations, at least right now. Okay. Well, I could at least do the observatory and we could have it pointed the other way. I'm not too high up right now, so I'm not going to lose too many moves doing this. And we're going to gain a lot of everything else, right? Spiral! Oh! I've only reached rank 1? I haven't even gone up. I only got 1 key? Apple. Key. Yeah, anyway. No big deal, but really? I'm literally on rank 2, right? Did they just not count the first? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, if we dead end here, not the end of the world. Okay, pool I'm cool with. I got the hammer, right? Bang, bang. Okay, fair amount of gems. Fair amount of coins. I have so much money. I have so much money. Alright. Yeah, I'm down to do a dead end here. Let's go ahead and throw in the mailroom. It's not bad. So, right now, this would be only my 3rd dead end. I'm really gonna have to try hard if I want to get a bunch more dead ends. But I think it's one of those ones where I'm kind of like, it's sort of a thing for me to play around with, though, with, like, what I'm trying to go for right now, you know? So anyway, let me stop for a second. I think I explained everything. I think I went through my logic, all that kind of stuff associated with it. It's one of those ones where I do think that if I hadn't taken just like the breather to be like, okay, do I need to go super hard on finding this other thing? I don't think I would have come around so quickly to like, oh, okay, just do the thing you would normally do. Like if I was in an escape room or something like that, I would do the swapping out literal number position in the alphabet for the numbers, for the letters, like easily. So, as I mentioned last time, y'all reminded me, think horses, not zebras. Let's grab an aquarium. Counts as multiple kinds of room. Does it count as a dead end? Wouldn't that be nice if it counted as a dead end? Okay. Mechanarium, observatory. I don't have any rooms that are going to trigger the mech room, so that's going to be kind of risky. I think I'll just grab another observatory. Gonna lose a few more moves this way, but could be worth it. Slice gives me 3, because I'm only up like rank 3 or 4, right? Then lose 2. To lose 2 what? It's gonna be like stars or something. It's gonna get real weird. It's gonna start fluctuating. Okay. What you got for me? You got a hallway. With this guy going this way, I could rotate this hallway. No, one more. Yeah, gives me a better shot for some dead end placements. Like I could do a dead end right there, which I think would be good. Yeah, if I could go dead end here, right there, then hallways across, and do like dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end. I think that's a pretty solid try, you know? There's certain things that, you know, they're just going to be outside of my control. Sure. I said throw a dead end there. Let's throw Sauna there. I do also need to hope that I get the way into the foundation. Okay. Hallway. Well, I can still maybe come up from the drawing room and get some. So, do I just grab the utility closet, or do I... Because I can't do any redraw, so I'm either going straight forward, dead end, or turning to the right or the left and dead end. So like, oh, you know what? I'll do this. Let's rotate the observatory. Let's do that. I don't... Oh my gosh, I hate it when the music does that. I'm not going to grab the spiral at the moment. Don't know why I grabbed the inkwell multiple times. I don't think it means much. Let's see here. Okay, do I start trying to do redraw? No. I'm not at the point where I'm going to start wasting my stars to do the redraws. That's the thing. Like right here, I'm like, I'll play around with the idea of maybe getting it to happen, but I'm not going to waste my stars to redraw. I want to get up into like closer to like the 170s, 180s, you know? Feel real comfortable just draining those stars to make it happen. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and do the... What do I have? Nothing to combo. Let's go with the Great Hall, I think. Because I've got, you know, lockpick. So I'm thinking I could probably lockpick some of them. Well, I was able to lockpick 2 of them. One of them is the antechamber one. That's cool. Hoping that I get a key card or some form of key card thing. But like honestly, with where my head's at right now, it's like if I get the watering can, I'm 50-50 on if I'm gonna put that in the coat check instead of the emerald bracelet, you know? Why did I do that? That was like the one door. I meant to do this one. That was silly of me. It was so silly of me. Even sillier. No. There's a lot of wasted keys. There's a lot of wasted keys. Okay. Laboratory. I could get an experiment. Could be worth it. Courtyard could be nice. Let's do a rotate. Let's do the lab. Let's go ahead. Let's get ourselves a computer. Maybe I can, well, I got one piece of that. Continue with experiments. Gain a star, unseal a chamber door, add gold to your allowance. Gain a star. Oh, I could do the... Huh, let me think for a second. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. I'm gonna plan on doing what I did that last time to try and get as many stars as possible. I'm gonna go for 10 stars by getting 100 moves. So let's view the active terminals. Let's go ahead. Let's go to the security one. Let's say yes. So we're gonna try to... Hopefully I'll pull the utility closet. That would solve the problems. But if that's not the case, then I've got at least still the drawing room, right? On the other side that I can go through. Yeah, I can't go through the lab door, but we still have the drawing room. Oh, and we still have the aquarium room as well. Okay, so I'm still curious if there's something I can do with the, like, the radiation thing that the shelter talks about. Like, I would assume it would have something to do with this machine or the boiler or, like, some combination of them. Okay, so we are going up and over and down and around the bend. All right, what you got for me? The garage would be a bunch of keys. It's powered, so I could open it. That's nice, but it kind of ends itself there. I don't have... If I had the car keys, I would 100% go for the garage right there. But without them, I just don't know that I'm going to get anything super useful. Okay, I have a battery. Does the battery... So it combines with the shovel. Okay, so that's in order to make the, like, dowsing rod, right? So I can go with the shovel or the sledgehammer. Okay. So the magnifying glass... I think it's the... I'm thinking about the metal detector as to what combos with what. Okay. Well... Okay. I'm cool with the utility closet. It's also a dead end, you know. The whole dead end thing. We'll just say we're practicing. How about that? How does that sound? Off, on, off. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah, there's no way. But I can now get up through the lab. Drawing room is still available. But let's go ahead and go back the way we just were. Okay. So I am really curious, you know, that after it occurred to me, the concept of like the still being able to have water come from it. I really hope that's true. Because if it is, it's one of those ones where it's like, I'm hoping it's true because it's something that I thought of. And so if that's the answer, I'm like, okay, that was a clever one, and I'm happy that I got that for it being clever, so I'm cool with it. It's full vanity right there, y'all. Let's grab the courtyard. We're thinking shovels. I don't have a shovel, do I? I do have a shovel. What am I thinking? Detector is what I'm thinking. Okay, got that shoveled. It really is one of those things now where I hope I'm on the right track. I'm going to end up spending a couple episodes going down this rabbit hole, and it's entirely possible that I'm still missing a piece. Let's grab the bedroom closet here. Why not? When I go around to the drawing room, I can just go for another... oh, hey! Well, then. Would have been useful to me a little bit ago. It's fine. Okay. I could do the vault, because I can go up to the foundation now. Let me just look at this for a moment. Where are we at? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5, 6 if you include the outside room. Like, I don't think it's doable, but you know what? We're gonna... There's worse things to grab than the vault. Let me go see if that note's still open. Actually, it is. Let's read this again real quick. Session with Cypress. My brother died. Okay, bittersweet find. Child of interest in wordplay. Letter written. Okay. Sorry, arrows. Okay. I mean, I've looked over that a couple of times. I thought maybe, you know, sometimes when you're like literally looking at it like in situ, I think, is that what people say? Is it in situ? In the place where you find it? That sometimes you kind of discover other like little details where you're like, oh, I hadn't thought about it from that way, right? So yeah, I guess we're gonna go around. Yeah, all the way back around. I can go to do a room from the drawing room. It's not that far. I think I left the apples. I'm not sure. I hope I did, because if I left the apples, then they're gonna be worth a lot more moves now. Because I don't have the dining room available yet. So that's the one kind of downside there. Oh, and there should be at least one set of chests, I think, in the entrance hall, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Smash. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay. It's got 23 moves. Yeah, let's go up this way anyway just to get whatever room we're gonna get. Nice. We got the apple bonus from the stars. Sounds like a sounds like an iPhone deal. Ooh, study. Beautiful. Beautiful. That is one piece that would be helpful in that endeavor. Oh wow, the one right below the antechamber. Okay. So right there. All right. Well, we're gonna head back outside and go up through the foundation. I've now got the ability to do rolls using gems, so that's pretty neat. So let me just do a quick little count again. I just want to really try my best to keep this in mind. Really try and hard focus if I can. So we got, if we go like left to right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 if you include the tool shed. So we still got quite a bit of ways to go, but if I can grab the bunk, that's a double. All right, it's always something to remember. If I see Draxus in an observatory, maybe I grab him. Maybe I say, hey, Drax, what's up? What's up? I liked you at that Guardians movies. This way. Sorry, sometimes I have to like really like run back my brain. 909 coins. It's ridiculous. The spiral, when it comes to the money that you get from it, whew, my goodness. Like, yeah, it's wild. I should be throwing coins in the wishing well. Dude, come on. Let's go. Ugh. I wonder what the max is that you can give to the shrine. It's actually something I might want to play around with at some point. Like, I just wonder if there's a point at which the number, like, where it's like, it's overflowing, you can't put any more in. Or if it, like, literally it's like, no, you can just put in as much as you possibly want. It's just not going to change much about the outcome. Like, after a point, it just stops impacting the numbers. Okay. So, well, let's start with that door, and that one is going to be a dead end. Yeah, see, so this is one of those locations where it's like, no, 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 no. I know, treasure trove. Wouldn't it be nice? I could get the, no, 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 no. Kitchen, wouldn't it be, no, no, no. Dead end. Secret passage apparently counts. So we're gonna do it. Because it apparently counts. If I walk in, do you open now? No. I know there's nothing there because, you know, there's room over there. Okay, so that should count as a dead end, though. So then this way, I would like maybe a sort of a den-shaped room, right? A T, so I can do like a dead end all the way at the edge, and then maybe go up from there. Chapel works. Honestly, chapel works. Okay, dead end here would be nice. I would love to look at the library, but again, you know, we're practicing. We're practicing here. Redraw. Clock tower? Sure. Sounds good to me. Let's go see what's up there. Okay. Do. Anything? I don't, you know, honestly, the stopwatch is an item that just annoys me. Just straight up. Because of how quick a minute goes by, like with how long it takes you to move. Like I've said, I've only ever gotten it here, I think. And by the time you get to the bottom of this, you've already lost 15 seconds, you know? So it's too much, like, pressure. So from here, I would like, if I can, to get another T-shaped room, probably. Security is good. Let's rotate it. One more time. Beautiful. Is there anything on this computer that I would want to do? I should maybe check emails and things. Okay. Door got a little wonky there when I was trying to grab onto it. I could do the furnace. Do I want more red rooms? Not necessarily, but it is a dead end. You know? It is a dead end. So we'll do it. Now, where's that put us? I have now added another 3 to our 8, right? So that puts us at 11. Okay. Oh, I do have a shovel. Give me turnips. Give me some food. Like some moves. Alright, well, let's do one here. Yeah, would love this aquarium. If I could rotate it so that it's pointed so I can go north and west. Rather than grabbing the weight room or the archives. Yes, just like this. Okay. And now I know I can go back and get my food if I need to. Lockpick. I'm cool with putting the nursery there. You know? It's a dead-end room. It has purposes, but mostly it's a dead-end room. Okay. Any items in here? Hey. Also dig. Did I dig in the foundation? I think I did, but I might have zipped past them. Okay. So this is one where it's like I could have it be either a dead end or something else. So because they're all elbow rooms, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a rotate. We're going to grab the trophy room. And then now I'm going to just get a ton of gems to help me with my other redraws and things. Okay. So then here... a lockpick. Okay. Solarium, or should I throw the lavatory down now? Like... this one's going to be more rare. Yeah. Solarium's going to be more rare to show up on its own, because the lavatory is going to have a super high likelihood of showing up because of the furnace. Turnip! Cool. So let me think now. So now I want to go back all the way down to the foundation to go up from here, and I need to, like, branch out, right? Because, like, my hope would be, you know, this way, so I could get dead end, dead end, dead end. Maybe, like, dead end, something like that. Again, I would need to probably get the bunk and maybe some other really good luck, but we're gonna do our best. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay. Now... oh, did it already pass? I could have gone to the nursery. There would have been some gems in there because of the solarium. But that's fine. I don't need to waste the moves. Okay. Did I dig in here? I did. Okay. So then, north... I forgot it's that tiny little staircase. Okay. Well, it could be the archives, but let's not put myself through that just yet. Weight room's worse. Gymnasium's not bad, though, so let's go ahead and let's get that one out of the way. One more. it gives me a shape that I would be cool to work with. So now's the planning, right? So it would need to be one here, right? So I could do a hallway here, and what would that let me do? That would let me do a dead end room here and potentially go inside the antechamber. All right. In which case, so if we go here, dead end, potentially get into the antechamber. This side I think is open already. So I could also dead end out from there. So if I had a dead end here, and a dead end here, and did a hallway here, I could dead end here, go to here, dead end there, dead end there. So I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead ends. Or if I go straight out from here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. So that's also 5 potential dead ends. So let's just do it that way. Let's just throw a dead end here. We're going to try and do hallways out this way to go dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end. And either of these can also go up one to get to the corner one as well. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's the most I'm getting. I don't think that means I could do it, but we're going to try it. If one of them's the bunk, that could help. So we're redrawing. Give me some kind of dead end, please. Planetarium. Cool. Planetarium's gonna have stuff in it. All right. Open you. Car keys. I did not end up taking the garage, though. Did I? Too bad. Okay. So then... let's go down here. So I can go across. This has to be a dead end. I want to be able to go all 3 directions out of here. So this one needs to be like Cloister of Lydia or something. Then... so this is an important one. Or a passageway would work, right? Mechanarium at this point might work. You know, vestibule if I have to. Those kinds of rooms. Okay. Yeah. Just gotta go for it the best I can. Closed exhibit does not work. None of these work. It needs to be a four-way one. Okay. We're doing some redraws. Doing some redraws. Am I willing to do it? Can I? Can I get away with it? Because losing half my move is going to get down into the 15s. I could potentially run through the foundation, all the way back up, into the entrance hall, into the dining room to get that food. Right? I don't know how many moves that's going to get me. 20. Maybe more. Right? I've got 6 more rolls with... yeah, let's go for... I've got 6 more. Alright, cool. I'll go with the vestibule. I'm fine with that. Okay. This way. So, this one should be a dead end. Any dead end will do ya. I'm not messing with the compass. I feel like the compass tricks me. I feel like because it's like, oh, I want a room pointing in this direction, that it then ends up making me go to a place where it's like, well, you can't get something that doesn't point that direction, pal. Secret garden is good, actually. If I can use it here, that actually gets me what I want right there. So maybe I'll get lucky and be able to do that. Nope. Well then, let's, we're gonna try and get myself some kind of tea room. I mean, Throne of the Blueprints works. Yeah, so we'll do it. And hey, look, now I've learned you can have this on the side. And hey, I also would have been able to get up in through that bay. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Here we go. So I could either do... okay, we'll do this. We'll do a dead end here. Because either straight and then a dead end or a dead end here. Doesn't matter. Dead end here. Oh, by the way, there's treasure up in them hills, aren't there? Up in that there planetarium. Well, I can do my rooms first. It's not a huge deal. So... oh, hold on. I can either dead end here or secret garden and then dead end above. Does either matter? No, I don't think so. I don't think either of those is more valuable to me than the other. So what I'm going to do instead is let's go up through the vestibule. Let's see where we end up here. I could dead end at the end of the showroom, or I could dead end here. Does either of those differences matter? I don't think so. So I think I can grab this. Like, 'cause I think essentially I've got 2 dead ends left. And that's it. I've got 2 dead ends left. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, let me look at what I've got and just see, like, what have I got? So we got Solarium. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think that's it. 16 counting the outdoor room. So we're going to come within inches, but I don't think it's going to happen, but still. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm counting something wrong, whatever. If I can get the bunk room, that would be great. Okay, moon pendant. Thought I might be able to get that. So let's just grab all these good things to counteract some of my weaker items. Hopefully some of these things get carried over for me tomorrow. And I will check the emerald bracelet, as per usual. All right, so we want a dead end here of some sort. Walk-in closet works. Oh, I forgot the blue room challenge. Drafting blue rooms after the blueprints, blue throne. Okay. Doop, doop, boop, boop. And yeah, last room here. Or above it. Either way. Oh, Lost and Found is such an interesting one. For potentially trying to... If I had grabbed it before. Oh, if I had grabbed it before and hadn't already bought everything out of the showroom. Ah. Silly me. Redraw. Redraw. We'll grab the toilet. Like... I mean... Let's go for the bunk room? Might as well? You know what I mean? Like, if I can rewind, you know, I can kind of make a little bit of a snap judgment. Got 3 more. Got 2 more. Ooh, I'm in trouble. If there's not a dead end here, then I might have goofed. Bedroom closet. All right, we'll take it. Still, I don't think I can do it regardless. I don't think I got enough. But did my best. Looking around, I don't think there's any other rooms that I can do stuff with. We can go to the planetarium and probably get some, what do you call it? Get some treasure. But I'm not gonna have... Wait, was that like a... No. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's not really much for me to do with it. I'm not gonna be able to freeze it, but let's go ahead and just as a part of the exercise, you know. But okay, I think I will say we're not gonna get the dead end challenge, but got gosh darn close. I think it was good to kind of practice, you know, I guess I'd call it techniques, for how to kind of navigate it. Yeah, I think it worked out really well this run. The way I was like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna aim for this. We're gonna aim for that. And I've gotten a lot luckier. I got lucky with my RNG much better this time than previously. But also taking a second to be like, wait a minute. I would love to grab this here, but I need this. Yes, this would be the better room for me to take, but it's not a dead end, and it's in this position, so it can't go there. So it's like making those kinds of decisions. I got 19 moves. I can make it back in order to get to the coat check. I do love getting the coat check right at the entrance, to be honest. It's real nice. Quickly looking back through all these rooms just to see, is there anything that I really wanted to check? I could go quickly look at the... Well, actually, you know what? No, I don't want to mess with moves. Let's just go back. I have just few enough moves that I'm like, I'm going to mess around, I'm going to stop paying attention, and I'm going to be like 2 moves short of the coat check. So... Yeah. There's a lot of luck still involved in a lot of what we're trying to get. I've got 3 more days of the Blessing of the Dancer. I'm trying to think, so if I'm right about the message... If I'm right about that, what is it that I'm actually really trying for? Because all the stuff I'm trying to align is really just for the dead end room stuff. For the logic, or for the lore stuff, for the game progression, I'm trying to get, I think, a watering can, the trading post, and the library at the same time. But even if I can just get the library and the watering can, that would be pretty cool. But I think it's going to be those 3 things. Hopefully... Oh, you know what? Hold on. I got money. Hold on. I need to start doing this. It's going to be a part of the thing. I never give you money. I need to give you money. Feed the blueprints gods. I think it just means it's going to be at the bottom of that later on if I want to find it. So... Yeah. I think that it's mainly, I want to get the watering can. I want to try that on those books. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm making assumptions again. I'm making assumptions about a lot of these things. I should keep an eye out for any other blank books. Any place that I could think of books as being blank books. Library makes a ton of sense regardless, right? Library or the bookstore, but probably the library. It's just blank books. It's like it's obvious, right? So if it's not there, then it's going to be something entirely out of nowhere. So what else is it? It's still water, tints, blank books. So just water pouring on books is what it sounds like to me. So it may not need to be the still. It just doesn't it just scream like that could be a thing? I'm probably overthinking. It's probably like just water the books. You never would have. But okay. I have checked. Yes. Yes. I have checked. Yes. Let's go see what the food was. Hey, I did get the trophy room, didn't I? Yeah. Well then. Yeah, I think that's going to be that for this episode. Oh my goodness, all those moves. There's really not much more for me to explore here. It really is. A lot of it is incidental, and then it is I'm liking the dead end challenge as something of, as I'm kind of walking and talking with y'all, I'm sort of like breaking it down in my mind, like what is it that I'm looking for? Like we're talking through the puzzle and things like that, like the larger puzzle. But then also I'm kind of like learning these little like, okay, here's how we're going to navigate this dead ends challenge. Because like, what is it that I need? I need to get the study early on, which I got this time, which was really helpful. Getting the commissary could be good, as that is going to get me my early items and stuff. So like right out the gate, getting something like the dining room, coat check, den combo here that we have, maybe the commissary and an observatory, like these that I have surrounding this starting room right here are a fantastic set of starter rooms, I think. Like I could, from the commissary, or from the den or the dining room, I could put the commissary or the observatory on the corners if I wanted to, or we could save them for elsewhere. But being able to get these hallways turned going north and then starting to branch outward to try and get those ones with the dead ends, I think that's the way to really go. It's really figuring out where to fit in the little elbows, because the elbows are the ones that kind of you want very few of them. I think that on the dead end run, the elbows are what you need to treat like they're dead ends. You only grab them if you need them. Okay. Well then, I think that's where we're going to leave this episode. Let's call it a day. I got my moon pendant. I put away my emerald bracelet. I think we did what I need to do. Hold on. I could end the day in the planetarium. That's something. Why not? Look at me min-maxing over here doing like just a little bit more. But yeah, so I think that it really is, I need to get lucky and get the watering can. I may, in the instance of if I do get it, and I don't happen to, luck out and get the library and everything like lined up how I need to, or if I get the library and it doesn't work that way and I want to try the thing with the trading post or whatever, that'll start being the thing that I ride in the coat check. Because the watering can is just uncommon enough. Oh wait, wrong way. It's like just uncommon enough to be worth storing away, right? The emerald bracelet is incredible for what we're trying to do with the dead end challenge, but not crucial. But I'm past the unlocking the vault thing now, so it's like my new focus is everything having to do with trying to solve this Stillwater's thing. Okay. Because otherwise, like with Stillwater, I could also see it being something to do with the well. It could be something to do with the pool, I guess. Huh. Okay, anyway, I'm overthinking it. I'm getting 3 steps ahead of myself. I have read the phrase. That's all I know for sure. I have my thinking on what it could be, but there are other permutations, I'm sure, that once I find out one of them is wrong, I will move on from there. I've been forgetting to come in here when I have a telescope. That I need to get the planetarium if I have a telescope so I can advance the planets stuff as well. Okay, let me go ahead and let us call it a day. Oh, goodness, sorry. Call it a day. Call it. But yeah, so, I mean, y'all know where we're going on the next one. We've got plans. Looking for those handful of items. What do we got? Garden Castle of the Dead. 18 dead-end rooms. 18. Close, y'all. Close. And like I said, I was like, if I get the bunk, I'm going to be 1 away. I knew it. So I got my count right. I've started to learn, like there really is very little room, like wiggle room for you when you're laying this stuff out. It's really important to try and get it lined up right. But solid effort. But yeah, we know what we're looking for. I'm looking for a watering can, looking for a library, maybe the trading post. Beautifully, all 3 of them together would be wonderful. But what I think that also means is when it comes to outer rooms, first one I'm going to try and grab is the tool shed if I see, or not the tool shed, the trading post, or the tool shed, because the tool shed often has the watering can in it. I would like to maybe go to the greenhouse. I think the greenhouse often has the watering can. So maybe doing green days actually might make sense. That actually is a good idea. That's a good idea. Use the Blessing of the King to focus on green days, maybe even get the scepter and set it to green so I can focus on let's get the watering can, because that can show up in those rooms. Library is common enough as it is. Trading post, that one's going to be probably the least common. So but that's only if it doesn't work just straight up watering the books, right? Still water would coming from the still would then, to me, kind of be the next logical step. And then after that, no idea. Okay, well, with that, y'all, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, of course, like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Help me out in the algorithm, but most importantly, have a wonderful rest of your day. I have been Price, and I will see y'all next time.